want some candy?
My name is Frank Tucker, and there's an unwelcome guest within my wall. A persistent intruder for the past 3 months. It defies the odds, refusing to succumb to starvation or breakthrough. Instead, it continues its relentless scratching, robbing me of peaceful nights. Even though it sounds like a rat, the creature remains unidentified. I've never laid eyes on it, but its undeniable presence echoes behind the wall. Uncertain if this ordeal is limited to the last 3 months, it coincides with the period of my job loss. The creature is sizable, its audible movements suggesting a bulbous body navigating the spaces between my walls. I'm unsure if anyone can provide assistance, but all I yearn for is a cessation, a return to normalcy in my life. While hesitant to declare a desire for my old life back, tranquility is what I seek, free from the constant wall clawing. The origin of this predicament eludes me, and I question the reason for this undeserved torment. Perhaps the creature was always present, contradicting memories of peaceful sleep. There was a time when life felt routine. I worked at the animal shelter, attending to sickly dogs and a cat requiring euthanasia. Yet, I lost that job, unable to maintain the pace. Returning home that day, I tidied my closet without any notable irregularities. The disturbance began one night, awakening me with a faint noise. Initially dismissing it as the house's groans, the rhythm persisted, a deliberate torment. Childhood memories resurfaced, recalling an encounter with a rat in the school field, resulting in a bite and subsequent rumors of rabies. I washed and scrubbed the wound vigorously, leaving a scar, but attributing the current dilemma to this event seems illogical. A week later, the noise intensified, becoming more defined and centered directly above my bed. Knocking on the wall failed to deter it, and sleep became a challenge, fearing the creature might breach and attack me. That night, dreams were haunted by claws and fur. Upon waking, the noise persisted, prompting my decision to summon pest control. Throughout the waiting period, the rat clawed incessantly. When the pest control operator arrived, the creature fell silent, complicating the explanation. Despite the lack of evidence, traps were set, but the rat remained elusive. Frustrated, I refrained from alerting the operator, convinced it would be futile. This torment might have originated in 7th grade, when I found a dead rat behind my school, a grotesque sight after a week of rain. Its convulsions left an indelible mark on my memory, but linking it to the current situation seems far-fetched. By the month's end, the realization dawned that this was more than an ordinary rat. Daily digging, without breaching the wall, led to the decision to enlist an exterminator. Again, the rat fell silent during the exterminator's visit, undermining my credibility. Spending a night at a motel, the Clawing seemed to flow, a possibility considering the motel's probable rodent infestation. The exterminator's assurance of the rat's demise proved false. Reflecting on a historical practice involving rat torture, the horror took on a surreal nature. Sleep deprivation and a recurring dream added to the psychological toll. Exhausted and sleep-deprived, a mysterious figure named Jonathan Green appeared at my door, claiming an infestation. His odd demeanor and unsettling appearance left me unsettled, with an abnormality in his outstretched hand. His departure was as abrupt as his arrival, leaving me with the haunting realization that the rat had breached my wall without leaving a visible hole. I suspect the rat has now escaped my wall, but this offers no relief. Collapsing in exhaustion, the clawing persists, though it no longer emanates from inside the wall. Instead, there's a hole at the back of my head with fur and a tail. I doubt any assistance can rectify this situation, and as I pen down these words, a grim acceptance settles in. Whether through my realization or the whispers amidst the clawing, I understand. Tonight I go to bed, harboring a nest within me.
It was an ordinary Tuesday night. My girlfriend was out, leaving me alone in the house.
I lounged on the couch, engrossed in binge-watching a TV show, when I noticed something peculiar through the living room window. The street was dimly illuminated, and I could discern a figure lingering near my neighbor's residence. Initially, I assumed it might be one of my friends or a family member. However, the more I observed, the more disconcerted I became. The person stood motionless, fixated on their front door. It sent shivers down my spine, but being the rational person I am, I chalked it up to an overactive imagination. As the night wore on, I ventured into the kitchen for a snack. A faint creak caught my attention, sending a chill down my spine. I halted. The front door was slightly open. Panic surged, and I regretted not double-checking if I had secured it. Contemplating whether to investigate or call the police, I hesitated. Curiosity prevailed, and against my better judgment, I approached the door. It swung open with a soft groan, revealing a profoundly quiet house. Upstairs, I heard a noise akin to footsteps. My heart raced as I grasped the realization that an intruder was inside my home. Fear consumed me, but I willed myself to remain composed. I retreated to a closet, clutching my phone, hoping they wouldn't discover me. From my hiding place, I listened to the intruder moving through the rooms, seemingly in search of something. The tension was unbearable. I held my breath, prepared to call for help, when a sound from downstairs caught my attention. A door slamming shut. Straining to hear, I felt a chill as a scream pierced the night. My mind raced, and I understood that the intruder had bypassed me and moved on to my neighbor's house. A mix of guilt and relief overwhelmed me. The nightmarish turn of events was unfathomable. I stayed concealed until certain it was safe. Then, with trembling hands, I dialed the police. When they arrived, I recounted the events. The harsh reality hit me when they entered the neighboring house. The elderly couple next door, known for their kindness, had suffered a brutal attack. The scene resembled a nightmare. It wasn't a random break-in. The intruder had specifically targeted them. The investigation unfolded, and the police apprehended the perpetrator. As it turned out, he harbored a twisted motive and had mistakenly chosen my house, thinking it was theirs. The chilling realization that I narrowly escaped the fate that befell my neighbors still lingers. The guilt persists, questioning if there was anything I could have done differently. The randomness of it all, the fact that a stroke of fate spared my life that night, is a haunting thought. It serves as a reminder that danger can manifest in unexpected places, and survival is sometimes contingent on mere luck. So, there you have it. The night I narrowly avoided a dangerous situation but couldn't prevent the tragedy unfolding next door. Life can be stranger and more frightening than any horror movie. Stay safe, everyone,